Hello, hello. Your mic is not on.
Hello.
Hey, there you are. Hi.
Hi.
How was your day?
It was good. How was yours?
It was fine. Didn't really do much. Went to the post office. Didn't really accomplish anything. But published a video. 2 videos, I guess. I guess 3 videos if you count both my gaming channels. I have a lot of them just set to do that by themselves. Oh, hello. How are you? Other person. Martin.
Hello.
Hi.
Uh, I just watched your quickie just
Oh
there.
yeah?
I noticed at the start that Natalie Portman and what was the other one called?
Raffy Cassidy.
They show up like in front of the Tiff sign, like the first 5 seconds of the video, but I don't know if
Yeah.
that's
I don't know. That was you should ask a demo because they edited the video and I don't know like if I don't really I watched it. I didn't really see it to be like much of an issue. It was a
yeah.
little weird, but so I wasn't gonna make him re-edit the video just to fix that because it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be intentional. It was probably. I don't know. It might have just been a weird mistake, I guess. But
Yeah, I did wonder that, but it's all good.
yeah, yeah. Seeing more films at VIF coming up soon. Vancouver Film Fest is starting in like a week.
You're seeing the new Von Trier, right?
Yes. I'm glad it's playing there. It's so weird because like TIFF is, the biggest public film festival and always has like crazy selection, like pretty much anything you would want to see. And they didn't have the new Von Trier. They didn't have the new Yorgos Lanthimos. And so I'm seeing both of those at VIF. But it's so strange because VIF is so much smaller in scale and so much less reputable, and yet they're getting those films. I don't know if TIFF tried. I don't know how that works, but I just find it very strange that like there are important films that are anticipated that Vancouver Film Fest has, but Toronto doesn't. You would think Toronto would just have all of them.
Huh. Oh, sorry. What's that?
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Jordan. How are you?
Yeah. Pretty good. How about you?
Decent.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Something happened with the Patreon link again.
What? Fuck! Yeah. I made sure to copy and paste it in like a separate.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What do you mean? Because I'm hovering over it right now. It's showing the exact same link.
I don't know. I went into the link and it sent us to a different room.
Oh God! Why is it only on the? Ugh. So literally the exact same text that I copied and pasted from, like I didn't even. So if you go into the message, it's showing the right link.
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
Even though I copied and pasted the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll.
I need to send them a complaint or something.
Yeah, they are watching the stream though, so they might know. So, yeah.
Who's they?
There were 2 other people in there.
Oh.
So.
Well,
yeah.
I need to do something where I can complain to Patreon. Yeah. I need to get their customer service. I'm gonna write that down on my list of things I need to do.
On a napkin.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh man, hopefully they get in.
How goes it, people?
Hello. It's going good.
Going good, except for the stupid Patreon thing not working still.
Well, I mean, it's just like the patron messages aren't working. Or
well, no, I mean like whenever I do a text post on Patreon, it decides to post the old links instead of the new one. Like the new ones are posted. If you look at the link, it's the correct link, but then you hover over it, and then where it shows where the URL is going in the bottom left corner of your Chrome or whatever, it'll be a different link, and it'll be to the old thing. But that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why that happens. So I'm going to try posting it again. I don't know what I can do differently. Like literally, ugh, that's so stupid.
I know. I felt so bad because last time when that happened, there were 2 other people. One of them got in, but the other guy, I don't think he ever joined in. He never got the chance.
So frustrating.
I don't know.
No,
That would be awesome if it was like, I don't know, 15 people, but
Yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah.
this is just how Google Hangouts works. And
if you could
also,
like,
I mean, like, theoretically, if there was one that had like unlimited amount of people, then it's like no one would be able to get a word in too. So
yeah, I mean, Discord, but that would be too chaotic.
exactly, like no one would be able to have any kind of a conversation.
And people would be contacting you constantly because you'd have to add them to your friends list. Just like,
Okay, I'll try posting this again. Like, why doesn't
Hey, I made it.
they just message you like, "Hey, Adam, do you like peanut butter?"
Hmm.
Hey, can you hear me?
Can you guys hear me?
I can
Yeah.
hear you. All right. Trying
So,
posting
so,
these links again.
I did want to actually mention a movie I saw this month. It was called A Silent Voice. I did bring it up last month.
A silent voice. Okay, yeah. I remember you talking.
What's it about?
Somebody talking about that.
It's about it's an anime about a boy who befriends this deaf girl after like years of being like out of elementary school or something like that. It's hard to explain, but I saw it 3 times and it's really good. But I can't say I'd watch it again on the fourth time, at least not in any recent days. So I won't give away any key points because it's something that must be seen. However, it's really hard to obtain because it's not released in the US yet.
Okay, just making that post. Sorry, I'm a little occupied here.
Oh,
Make
yeah,
sure
Adam,
everybody can get in
have
there.
you
There.
Published.
Hereditary yet?
Have I watched Hereditary yet?
No, have you rewatched it?
Have I rewatched it? No, my Blu-ray is here though. I got the Blu-ray. Okay, now the links are working. I hovered over it. That's so stupid. I have to complain about that to them.
Hey, Adam.
Hi,
Can I make a movie recommendation?
you can.
I saw in 2018, like a 2018 movie. I saw it at New Zealand International Film Festival. I thought it should be on your radar. Have you heard of We the Animals?
That sounds familiar.
It does sound.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be getting much. Not people are talking about it much, but I saw it and I thought it was one of the best films I've seen all year. Actually, it's the best film I've seen all year.
Oh, what have you seen all year?
71 films I've seen all year.
We the Animals.
Well, according to the tickets that I have posted to my board, I've only seen let's see, 4 movies in theaters.
I haven't been watching too many movies lately. My buddy Nick recently recommended Jacob's Ladder because it apparently inspired Silent
Jacob
Hill
Ladder.
and everything. Yeah, I haven't gotten around to watching it yet because I'm kind of a wuss of scary movies.
It's one of the main inspirations for Silent Hill, so it's really good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it. I'm digging them.
I watched Phalis review it, and there's a lot of like teeny details in there that just makes the movie freaky.
I watched the trailer on Amazon Prime, and it really set the tone for it.
Are you talking about Jacob's Ladder?
Yeah, like on Amazon Prime, there's like a trailer where it's just on the scene where he's on the train, and he like asks the lady like what stop they're at, and then he like gets off after looking at the homeless dude and like the weird squiggly shit.
Phrasing.
Yeah, it's.
He gets off
have you
after
seen?
looking at the homeless dude.
Wait, yeah. So you haven't seen Jacob's Ladder?
No, I haven't gotten around to it yet.
I haven't seen it either,
fine.
but I've seen reviews.
It's not. It's not amazing.
It's not amazing.
No. We discussed it on the podcast an episode
I don't
or
know.
two ago.
Why would you think it would be good?
I think the thing is back then it had to be scarier, but the
Probably.
thing is
Like
it's
good for its time is one of those things.
Yeah,
that can be
kind of cheesy.
yeah, like there's subtleties that still make the movie kind of freaky today, like when a car almost hits him, but they drive past, the people are just staring down.
Let's avoid talking
Oh,
because I haven't watched it yet. I'll watch it for myself.
Yeah,
and
what the hell?
Oh, sorry.
on the next podcast. No, I understand. You're hyped about it. It's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that great.
I think the thing is
Nothing amazing.
yeah. Again, subtlety makes up a lot of things. Like, for instance, in your Unfriended review, you did mention the advertisements that were just there. Yeah,
That was the
things
only
like
good
that.
part of the movie.
The only good part, yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
feel-
It was probably thrown in by the editor and not anything to do with the writer or director.
yeah.
The
I
editor
mean,
was like,
not gonna
yeah,
lie.
we should do it. Fuck it.
I mean, not gonna lie, Unfriended had some of the best slapstick comedy in recent years. So,
Hmm.
The
I would
blender
say the
funny.
best slapstick in recent years goes to Alien Covenant.
oh, that too.
Oh yeah.
Everybody sits on
Do the
like
fingering.
one after the other.
Oh,
That's
Um,
pretty good.
I'm pretty happy. In July, I picked up Blade Runner 2049 on Blu-ray,
Yes.
and they have like all the extra little animated films and stuff that come before.
Oh,
Yeah, they're like
I should
prequel
check out the
films.
special features on that.
Oh, it's so
I was really
good.
disappointed.
They're
with
really
Blu-ray.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's not a lot, but like you have there's like 3 prequel films that come after Blade Runner, but before 2049 and stuff. That explain
Yeah.
the blackout and how it
I think I
happened
saw
and
them on
shit.
YouTube.
I didn't really like
I think
those.
they had some of those on YouTube
The
before.
I-
film's so underwhelming from like the cinema to your TV. Like-
Yeah, I know, definitely.
Like I just felt like this is not the same thing,
Wow.
especially because it's not widescreen either.
If you have
I
a good
watched it
TV,
Yeah,
I have a
it's
4K.
like-
I have a 4K TV. Yeah.
Oh, okay, shit, yeah. So you were getting the Blu-ray experience.
hi.
Like,
Yeah,
there's-
I don't know. I'm excited to watch Hereditary again. I just got
I saw
that
it.
on 4K.
I
Blu-ray.
missed it in theaters, so I only watched it 2 days ago for the first time.
I've seen it
I
like
haven't
8
You know, it might be a better experience to watch it for the first time not in theaters, unfortunately, because the audience just was so obnoxious for that movie.
I had to watch
That's
it on
what
my
I've heard.
laptop.
I think
On
the
That's what
thing
I heard
is,
from everybody.
like I said,
I'm gonna bounce for now. I might
Okay.
come back in later. Yeah, I gotta.
Oh, no
get-
problem.
even the party's
thanks for
still.
joining.
Yeah, I'm glad the link works now. I figured it out.
Yes.
Ooh. Might not be able to get in.
You
Yeah,
never
y'all
know.
have a good one.
We'll be here for a couple hours.
I have a
That
kazoo,
will be a
so
part one of
I'll
those
bring that later.
controversial customer service videos where he's yelling at the Patreon
Yes.
service.
What was
Yeah,
somebody
hey.
saying about Hereditary?
You're excited to watch it again.
No, somebody else was saying something about it. I don't know.
I
They
said I
voiced
watched
it.
it on my laptop on iTunes,
Hmm.
and it's not. I can't imagine it's not better than theaters.
If you want to watch
Yeah.
it, good. Like
It's just the audience can ruin it.
I watched The
Yeah.
Signal. I liked it.
Honestly, nowadays most movies are just best viewed at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
But if you can
Adam.
get like,
Except for in Korea. In Korea, it's pretty great.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never.
if you get like a cheap headset and watch it in like I don't know desktop viewer or something like that, it's great.
I don't know.
I recently
I
came from Korea, and all the cheap theaters there are cheap, and everyone just shuts their mouths.
That's good.
I
What
had
collection do they have in Korea? Is it mostly Korean movies, or do they like import a lot of American stuff?
It's mostly American stuff. They do have a lot
Yeah.
of Korean movies as well, and a lot. It's funny because a lot of people think that they show them in Korean and just have English subtitles, and it's the opposite. They show them in English and have Korean subtitles.
Hmm. I'm gonna turn you up in the mixer and see if that makes you louder. Say something again. Crimson.
Hello? It's probably
Is
'cause
that-
I'm a little far away from my mic.
No, I got you. I just turned you up a bunch.
All right, cool.
Okay, cool. Does that do that for everybody, or is that just on my end?
I don't know.
Because I have the mixer and I have the this is the control room for the whole stream.
I don't know. Am
So
I
I'm
louder
assuming
than
it's
I
for
should
everybody. No, everybody's fine. Just
Hmm.
Crimson was a little quiet before. It's
Yeah.
fine. What are
By the way, I don't know if I know it's not arranged the way it is on my screen, but a guy with the metal head. Sorry, I didn't inform you guys that the link was working. I should have said a thing when I left.
Oh.
Yeah, you left me.
I'm
I
sorry.
had to
just have
figure it
one
out
that doesn't
myself.
work.
Sorry, damn it! I just
With one that does
won.
work, so theoretically people can figure it out.
Where am I in the
It's Patreon's
two-dimensional
fault.
Brady bunch square?
I don't know. somewhere in the middle.
So I could just like focus.
I think I went into the worst theater of all time yesterday.
Oh yeah?
Wait, have you seen The Headless Woman?
This one.
No.
Yeah,
No.
me neither. But her
Look it
newest
up.
film was in theaters, Zama. Have you heard of that?
What is it called? Sorry.
Zama. It was pretty good, actually. I enjoyed it.
Okay,
quite
wait.
a bit.
I did see The Headless Woman because I rated it as a 6.
Yeah, I can
I
see
just
that.
don't remember anything about it.
I haven't seen it, but that director's newest film I saw in
Zama.
theaters yesterday.
Okay.
Zama's really good.
Is it?
Yeah, I'd recommend
I
that.
guess I'll add it to my watch
but-
list.
The theater I saw it in was just awful. There was only 11 seats. The cinema screen was about the size of my TV. You could hear Christopher Robin playing to the left.
What city
The
is
floor
this?
was made out of creaky wood, so when people walked or whatever, it was so loud. The guy had to come in and turn the projector on with a remote.
Jeez.
What
Then
city
when
is
I
this?
left the cinema, I walked outside the cinema and I could hear the end credits of the movie playing through the walls from the street. It was-
What city, what country is this?
I live in New Zealand. This is in
Oh.
Auckland.
Okay.
Most cinemas aren't like this. It felt like I was just watching a film in someone's house.
That feels
May
worse
as
than
well
a
have been.
house.
Yeah,
from
it
the way
was.
You've described it.
It was pretty bad, but luckily, watching the movie, it wasn't awful. You could kind of get into it. But it was literally
Yeah.
like the room. It was just 11
you
seats
say.
and a big table.
Yeah.
It was
What?
so weird.
I haven't had the best luck with movie theaters lately. That's for sure. Like I mentioned the other times, Utah theaters are not the best. They're, since I'm surrounded by like, I don't know, anyone who thinks like the drop of a coin is hilarious, that they'll laugh at anything.
You get a lot of Melissa McCarthy movies.
Melissa McCarthy. Yes, we do. I
like
don't
it
watch
when she
them.
falls. It's funny when she falls down.
I like it when she falls and it's a practical effect. And she actually gets hurt. No.
Yeah, I saw that "Can You Ever Forgive Me" movie at TIFF. It was fine, but it should be noted as a cinematic achievement where it's the first movie where Melissa McCarthy doesn't fall down.
Is there ever a movie where she doesn't make a giant ass of herself? Or am I thinking
That it's literally just that. Although her character is kind of a terrible person. I didn't get to see mid-90s. No, somebody is asking in the chat. I kind of wanted to, but it conflicted with other things that were more important for me to see at the festival. So I'll catch it later.
I saw
Seems
Wildlife
interesting.
earlier in the year, in July.
What'd you think?
I gave it a 5 out of 10 on IMDb.
I gave it a 4.
Yeah,
I really did not like it. It sucked.
No, I thought maybe it was just the cinema I was in, but one of my biggest issues was the sound. Editing.
It was poorly made.
It was just it was a
It
poorly
looked like
made film.
shit.
And I was really surprised.
What movie was it?
It's Paul Dano's new movie because he decided, like, I can act. Let's try to direct too, like a lot of actors do. Sometimes it works, most times it doesn't, and this is one of the times where it doesn't. And he made
No,
a
it
really
really
shitty
didn't.
movie, a
It's
really
got
bad,
100%.
Let's see.
terrible, awful movie.
I did like the performances a lot, though. They weren't awesome. They were fine.
Carey Mulligan's performance was really good, even though she had like a despicable character, but everybody else was just like fine.
I mean, I saw it back in July. I don't remember a whole heap about it, but I do
Yeah.
remember that shot. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. But there's
What
one
the
shot in the
fuck did
film.
I just
Gyllenhaal
find?
did Jake Gyllenhaal, and then Ed Oxenbolt did nothing special, but it was better than watching him rap.
Was Jake Gyllenhaal even in the movie? He was in it for like 10 minutes.
I don't know if I
Remember.
spelled.
It was stupid. It was.
I don't know if I
very
spelled
stupid.
Paul Dano's name right, but
D-A-N-O. He was
okay,
in
I
Old
did.
Blood.
well, I just found something called Okja. I don't know how to say
Oh,
it.
Oh,
Okja's
yeah.
good.
Okja was
that's, from Bong Joon-ho.
Oh, okay. It looks.
Yeah, it's on
I'm not
Netflix.
gonna lie, it looks really freaking weird looking at the posters.
It is. It's really good. It's
Wow.
not like amazing. You have to watch it from the perspective of like kind of a quirky kind of South Korean cinema thing.
You know,
at points,
actually,
but
I do remember like my dad and I browsing Netflix one time, and we came across a movie called Glenn the Flying Robot, and the poster was really fucking stupid looking. I don't know if the movie was good because he and I just made fun of it and just moved on. So, oh man, probably not the best thing to do when we look at a poster of a movie.
Has anybody heard the Eminem song for the new Venom movie?
It was
I heard you mimicking it on the Sardonicast.
Yes. It's really bad.
Oh,
I think
I'm not gonna go see Venom. I refuse to.
I think I have to. There's
Oh,
some
it's
movies I won't
hilarious.
see. Like I won't see the Happy Time Murders because I don't need to. I won't see the Emoji Movie because I don't need to. Venom, I probably don't need to either. But I have like, I don't know. I kind of like Spider-Man.
I think you should. I
as
think
a
you should wait
universe.
until it's on DVD
No.
and see if you can make a YMS for it.
I'm not gonna plan to make a YMS for something I haven't seen.
Have you seen? I saw
I'll
on
see it in
Twitter they
theaters
showed like
regardless.
they showed like a 2-minute long scene or something from the movie as like thing, and it was the
Did they?
worst edited. It was the worst edited thing I'd seen all
Is it on
year.
YouTube?
No, I
Have
found
a
on
clip?
Twitter, but I don't know if it was real or not. I don't know
Okay.
what it was.
I guess if
I
it's
can-
not like posted by an official page, then you know it's not real.
I think it was though. No, it was on IGN. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well, that sounds like an official page then.
If I send it to you, would you be able to see it?
Yeah, there's a chat in here.
No,
yeah, I was actually going to ask if like links work.
Links work in this chat. Well, so there's the Hangout chat, and then there's the YouTube chat. But the YouTube chat links don't work unless you're a mod or something, which I don't know if I've modded anyone. I don't know if
Like if I were to,
but I don't know how that works. I never really utilize the streaming functions of YouTube aside from doing this once a month. So, and I don't really do anything in the chat or anything.
So
Venom's PG-13.
So if I were
isn't
to like,
surprising anyone,
just to test it out, if I were to do this,
Yeah, we can see that if you have the chat thing open. Yep. Okay. Good.
Alright, here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on IGN. Watch an exclusive first clip from Venom.
Mm-hmm.
It's the worst edited thing I've ever seen.
Okay. Well, send the link and I'll check it out.
Oh, did you guys see the Verge's really cringy PC building video?
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I saw the controversy, and I read the quick rundown, and then I saw the guy in that Twitch clip where he was like, "Yeah, some nerds, like they bullied me because I made a computer video and didn't." But you know what? It's probably better than their computers, and also it works. So
I'm
like completely unapologetic and cocky.
You know what? I'm pretty sure my computer is well built compared to what he did.
Yeah, I just gave mine to like the computer store that exists that no longer exists in Canada. I guess it's like shut down now. But
was it one of those like computer stores where they actually have heart behind them, but they don't get as much attention?
Yeah, I guess so. But anyway, I was just like, here's what I wanted to do. Please build it for me. And I think it turned out pretty good. It's the one that I use for my like gaming shit. So
Yeah, he
and then I upgraded my video card by myself later, but I had my roommates help me out.
He completely fucked it
I
up. And
can't believe this.
All right.
It's so embarrassing.
Clip from the first movie. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna post this in the. I'm gonna post this in the YouTube chat just so people can. What the? What part of? Oh, that didn't copy the whole tweet.
Did the link work?
Oh yeah, the link worked. I'm just posting it on the YouTube chat so that other people can see it. Just making sure that. Yeah. Okay.
I hope you
They
didn't
wanna
waste
watch
their
the-
time
I'm
with
just
my
gonna-
post.
I'm just gonna watch this 37 seconds. All right. I'm ready.
It does kind of look shit. Oh.
Everybody be quiet. Hmm.
What the fuck?
Oh god, this is great.
It makes me more excited to see it.
That was like
What
13
the
cuts
fuck?
in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's what the fuck.
And also, his accent is hilarious.
Yeah.
I
It's
cannot get
inconsistent.
behind that accent at all. Yeah, I don't know what's happening there.
Wait,
It's like one of those things where perhaps he wasn't given very clear direction on what his accent should be. Oh my god, this looks great.
Adam,
It has
I got
gotta
a
be
I'm
like-
bounce.
excited. When does this come out again? Sorry?
Is this going to be the next Amazing Spider-Man 2?
I don't think that many people are gonna pretend it's great. I don't know. It might be the next. I don't know. There's no way. I don't think that it could even be the next Suicide Squad, like in terms of like fanboyism.
I don't
I
think
don't
it
know.
will,
Maybe you never know because as much as it's like really obvious to most people that it's going to be a steaming pile of trash. I think there's some people that will enjoy it just because it's Venom. You know. I think there's people that will actually love it just because it's Venom.
Oh no,
That's how superhero franchises work. Is like you have pre-existing characters that you don't need to really develop because people will love them just because they already love them.
Well,
You know?
I mean, I never really read any Spider-Man comics growing up, but the only time I really saw Venom was like in a PlayStation video game that I used to own, in the Spider-Man 3 movie and some old cartoons I watched. So
Yeah,
I doubt. I don't know how relevant he is to the story.
I watched the old, not the 60s Spider-Man, but like the 90s Spider-Man or whatever, the cartoon.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that when I was younger. And so that's
I
probably the only reason why I know what Venom is. Oh god, I guess there's I guess I can already buy tickets.
For Venom?
I gotta get on that.
What is your Vancouver? What's playing at Vancouver Film Festival?
Bunch of stuff. The
Is it
Favorite and Burning and Hello and the house that Jack built and Under the Silver Lake and then a bunch of other stuff I don't care about.
I got to
feel like I
bounce
just
at
switched
him,
this up,
but thanks for doing this stuff.
Oh, no problem.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
for hanging out.
Yeah. See you guys.
Thank you for your support as well.
I can't talk.
Go for it.
I have such a very important question to ask you.
Please ask
but
it.
Like it's a stupid.
Is it a meme? Or is it really
Well,
important?
no. It's okay. Well, it's not really important. I'm just being sarcastic. I'll just get straight to the point. You've seen a lot of shit, and I'm very surprised that you've seen a lot of shit. But let me ask you this: what do you think of the filmmaker Makoto Shinkai?
I'll have to look him up.
You've seen his movies.
Well, let's see. I'll have to look him up.
Which movies did he see?
Oh, look, he's about to look it up. He's gonna know right then and there.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I have seen their movies. Let's see. There's
Really?
writing credits. No, your name is on my watch list, and I've been meaning to see it for a while, but I actually haven't seen. No.
Really? Because you rated.
Sorry
a lot.
about that.
I'm sorry.
Which ones did I rate?
Well, you rated all of his films to
Where?
From Letterbox. I
don't have a letterbox.
What the fuck?
So okay, there's a letterbox account that I abandoned, which was like I imported some stuff from IMDb once and then used it for like 6 days and then was just like, I'm tired of this. Then there's the unofficial YMS letterbox. So if it says unofficial on that, you can actually trust that one because that's somebody who is like constantly updating Letterboxd essentially for me just by going through my recent IMDb ratings and updating it as I update mine. So if you see an account that's rated this guy's movies, all of this guy's movies, that says that it's me, it's probably somebody pretending to be me. Can you link this account? Because I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, of course, man.
Sorry about that. Sorry to disappoint you.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, it's in my watch list though.
Yeah, this is hilarious.
Oh, Adam.
Hi.
Just randomly, do you know how are you planning to watch Ben and Arthur, the new Sardonicast recommendation?
I think. Oh, I already did actually. So there's a Vimeo link where you can
for
actually rent
$2.
and purchase it.
Oh, come on.
But my Amazon DVD showed up yesterday, so I watched it.
Oh,
Yeah, it showed up surprisingly soon.
well, I didn't want to pay for a physical copy.
Yeah, well, I have one now. I'm a
Lucky you.
proud owner of Ben and Arthur.
Is it as funny as it looks?
It's pretty funny. I'm probably gonna watch it again. Mostly because when I watched it last night, I was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna invite some friends over and we're gonna laugh at it. And so I didn't really. I mean, like we watched it, but I didn't really take notes like I usually do if I'm gonna, talk about it on the podcast. So I'm probably gonna watch it again and take notes a second time or whatever. But it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I guess I'll pay for the $2.
It's really bad. I want to look up some trivia on that shit. I want to know how much it cost. Excuse me.
Did you see American Vandal? Oh, sorry.
I don't know. Go on.
I saw season 2. Yes.
Oh, is that
what
any
do you
good?
think?
It's worth finishing. It's not as good as season 1 in my opinion. Like it's really funny. Don't get me wrong, but I liked season 1 better as a whole.
Yeah, that's what I felt.
Was somebody else?
I was doing some side chat, and somebody was saying, like, I don't know. For me, I didn't like Infinity War.
Yeah.
Just gonna say it out there.
Sure.
The thing is like it infuriated me because there were so many illogical decisions made. Like, they had the chance to
spoil it though.
Not entirely. I'm going to say they were about to kill someone, spared them, and they got away.
Yeah, whatever.
BoJack Horseman season 5 was wonderful.
Yeah,
that's what I hear. Although I'm not. I mean, people said the seasons that I thought were okay were also wonderful. So I don't know what. I don't know how chronological is it? As in,
very.
Well, yeah. So if like I can't just start at season 4.
No, not at all.
There are
incredibly
well, then
important
I'm
to watch
probably
all
never going to
season.
watch it.
There are
I didn't
consequences
really-
you must know about.
Yeah.
I feel like
The whole 5th season is about what happened in the 2nd or 3rd season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably never going to watch it then.
The thing is,
I don't know how I could commit myself to 5 seasons of BoJack.
the thing
as much
is,
as it's about a horseman.
BoJack Horseman is literally focusing on continuity of the series.
Mm-hmm.
And if he fucks up something, it's fucked up. And if somebody dies, they're dead.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like it. Like and the one thing I like is that they have one rule that I really love, and they can only use the F word once per season.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that?
That's like for when he really makes when he destroys a relationship with someone.
But is it? So are you saying it's a rule imposed by the characters or a rule imposed by Netflix?
Imposed by the creators themselves.
The creators.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
And it's kind of something I'd want to do with my own writing. I want to make sure the characters are saying the F word appropriately, not for jokes or anything.
I don't know. I mean, you should set restrictions for sure. But
I like it when it's used appropriately because it shows, how angry one man is.
Like in Phantom Thread?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. But
Hey.
Hello, Alex.
Actually, I do have to respond to a chat question. How do you decide what to watch?
At any given moment, or like at a film festival?
Just in general.
Just directors and like recommendations and critical reception, and if something's at Cannes or like has some sort of buzz around it. But mostly just directors. That's what I pay attention to the most. Is I'll look and see upcoming projects from people that I like, and I'll add them to my watch list, and then.
Did you see the director of The Hunt's new movie yet? Tiff?
No, I skipped that one because I didn't really like the commune that much, and it would have conflicted with another movie. So like Vinterberg has two fantastic, amazing movies, but he's not like a surefire director where you should be watching every one of his movies, sort of thing.
Okay.
So that's why
I watched
he
his-
could make
Sorry.
something amazing, but I'm not convinced that like. Yeah, let's see. Kursk, 53 Metascore. So it was good that I skipped that one because it's probably not one of his great ones.
Yeah.
Hey,
How was Far from the Madding Crowd?
Other stuff. Sorry?
How was Far from the Madding Crowd?
I don't remember what that is. Let's see. Harry Mulligan and... Oh, I gave it a 7, but I don't remember anything about it.
Sorry.
Wow.
When did I watch this? Oh, I remember. It was when I was sometimes like when I'm doing my list watchings or whatever, I go through so many movies in such a short amount of time that it's just like so many of them just like disappear from my memory because that's all I do in the day. Is I just literally like go on my exercise bike and just like, movies the entire day for like weeks when I'm doing
I need to
my
start
list.
doing that.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam.
Yes.
I know someone already asked you this, but how was Tiff?
How was Tiff? It was awesome. It was a lot of
Okay,
fun.
cool.
It was very condensed and packed. A lot of movies. I interviewed a couple people. I went to the Rivoli. I had lunch with Matt and Jay. I interviewed Kenny Hotz. I interviewed Jamie Shannon, the creator of Nanoland, and so you'll see these things on the channel at some point. And then I saw a bunch of movies and got some shots from my music video while I was there. And yeah, it was pretty much just like bang, bang, bang. So like I guess maybe 6 total hours of the whole 2 weeks where you can see on my Twitch there are some Jackbox streams or whatever with a shitty mic. That was pretty much all of the time, all of the free time we had was like condensed into that short amount where I could stream Jackbox. And it was probably like 8 hours over the course of 2 weeks, but still, it was just like very, very busy, but very, obviously I love the festival and it's a rewarding and fun experience. Especially if you love movies.
My parents that know nothing about movies went to Toronto Film Festival without me and went to 2 red carpet events.
Why?
Oh, they were invited.
Oh, that's funny. Why were they invited?
Oh, they know people.
Oh.
Oh no, my dad had to go for work, and then they were invited once they were there.
They know people, huh?
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
They didn't just show up. Like, hey, where's the catering?
Yeah. Actually, that's something they'd probably do, let's be honest.
I'm sure you could, like...
Hey, fam!
Crash a TIFF party.
Mm.
If you're dressed...
I know, it was invite only, so...
Well, if you know who's on the list and you pretend to be somebody else, I don't know. I don't know how that
Show up
works.
in a bathrobe and slippers,
Like
like...
multiple identities.
Hey, Adam.
Hi.
I've got a very, very important question to ask you.
Is it a meme?
Oh, yes.
Usually when somebody says it's incredibly important, it's because they're about to meme, so I just figured I'd ask.
I need your professional opinion on Pottersville.
Oh, God. That was just an embarrassing, sad movie.
Did you see that in theaters?
No, of course not. I saw it on, I think, was it on Netflix? I don't remember how I saw it.
What's Pottersville? I never heard of it.
It's a really shitty movie. Particularly, I think it was written by Jamie Shannon, and
Ron Perlman was in it, and
or sorry, Michael Shannon. That's his name.
Yeah.
Written by Michael Shannon, and he stars in it, and somebody else directed it. And this is like his passion project, where he tried to make a comedy, and it's really poorly filmed, low budget, shitty music. Like imagine the worst music you can think of from somebody trying to make a comedy. Like so wildly like goofy, but like clearly low budget composer kind of guy. Anyway, the whole plot of the movie is that Jamie Shannon discovers his wife is a furry, and
I'm sorry, what?
I'm not kidding.
No, what's amazing about it is that it's rated 7+ on Netflix in my country.
Yeah, well,
it's
there's
marketed
nothing
as a
graphic
kids'
about it,
film.
I guess.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
What
can I
movie
just-
are we talking
Michael
about?
Shannon didn't write it.
It's he produced it or something.
Yeah.
This is definitely his passion project.
And
Pretty sure he
Ron Perlman was
came up with
also
the idea and
Wait,
somebody
hold
else wrote it or
on,
something.
what's this?
Ron Perlman was a producer on it, and he got really, really angry on Twitter when people didn't like it.
Oh, great!
It was very funny.
Regardless,
Rated
like it was
PG-13 in my country. My
from
God.
what I understand, it was Michael Shannon's like passion project. Like he was fully behind this in some way. I don't know.
So
Anyway.
is Michael Shannon a furry?
No, he just, like it's one of those things where right now furries are in this kind of like limbo section of society where people don't understand enough about them and they're aware of them, and it's like, haha, you can make a joke and be like, haha, furries, and that's about it. And you don't need to, like, I mean, if it was something making fun of furries and it actually tried and it was like, haha, that's an accurate representation of the community or something like that, then it would be funny, maybe, to furries and nobody else. But
I wouldn't
then
know.
it's just like really shitty, obviously like cheap mascot costumes that they paid like, I don't know, they got their costume department to make for like $50 or some shit. And like the whole what furries are in that universe is just like, we just like to cuddle. And that's it. And like that's all they basically have like this weird, like, they don't call it a fetish in the movie, but it's like strictly every furry that exists in that universe is just like fursuit cuddling forever.
So
and
no
that's all they
Oh my
do.
God.
No mersuits.
I guess not. And like, yeah, it's what's really funny is like near the end of the movie, there's a scene where they have like, I don't know, like 30 furries. And you can very clearly tell, and many films and TV shows have done this if they include furries in the plot. They'll send out like a casting call, like, are you a furry and do you have a fursuit? Do you want to be in our movie? When it's like all they need are extras. So that's less money that they have to spend on costumes. But you can very clearly tell in this movie near the end of it, the like 10 actual furries that are scattered around, because you can tell it's like a real fursuit and not a shitty dumb mascot like bulky costume.
Yeah,
like, oh, they're the real furries. And then obviously if you dig for it and you search on Twitter, you can find furries being like, haha, I was in this movie. It was funny.
So wait, what movie is this?
Pottersville.
Pottersville.
It's really not.
I can't laugh at
good.
it. I can't
It's
hear
like,
that name.
I tried watching it to laugh at it, and it was almost impossible. It was just upsetting. It was just really bad, and like made me angry at Michael Shannon.
A gorilla costume.
Wait, what else was Michael Shannon in? Because that name sounds familiar.
He was in
Nocturnal Animals.
Bug. He was in Take Shelter. Yeah, Nocturnal Animals. He did a great job. He's a very popular actor, I would say, among. I guess I don't know.
I shit you not that I saw Nocturnal Animals, the one where he won the Oscar, the same day I watched Pottersville, and it just pissed
Did he
me
win an Oscar
off.
for that? I don't remember.
He won the Oscar for best supporting
Sorry,
actor.
talking about Bug. I saw you gave it a 1 out of 10.
That was when I was like, let's see what year that came out.
2000.
Let's dig into this here.
2006.
2006. So I was 15 years old with this IMDb account. So that probably explains it. It's probably not a 1. But I would have to watch it again. But I remember hating it. I remember it was really stupid. And it was like, it was one of those like, haha, this movie is so minimalist it doesn't even try. Kind of things.
This is just a little off topic. I think the footage I've always wanted was whatever was playing on the signal, like on the screens.
What about it?
Yeah. I always wanted that because I always wanted to replace some textures in games with that.
I should email David Bruckner.
Bruckner.
Yeah. One of the
Is it
3
working on
directors.
you?
See if he'll give me that footage.
Oh, maybe.
Because I emailed him a long time ago. Back when I don't know if his email is still as easy to find or if he still has the same one. But at one point, before he had ever made his first feature, you could just find his email through his business website or whatever. So,
Oh, that'd be awesome. There's also, I don't know. It's something I'd just love to do. But I love the movie though. I think it's very underrated. Yeah.
I think I'm going to recommend that on Sardonicast at some point, actually.
Yeah, I just loved how it was shot. And plus the second part where the first part was just played out like a...
Don't spoil anything. That's too much.
Okay.
I apologize.
Speaking of
fine.
things that was recommended on Sardonicast, you know that movie you recommended, Miriam Max?
Yes.
I actually saw that 2 years ago for our college class.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Which one of you is talking right now? I'm going to boost your volume. You're a little quiet.
It's
I can't
me.
see the... Say your username or whatever.
Alex. Or...
Alex. Oh, okay, yeah. It's you. I'm just going to boost you in the... There we go. I couldn't see the green thing next to your profile picture. It kind of just blends in. All right, there we go.
Yeah, I'm currently speaking off a headphone mic right now.
No problem. Now you're... Did that turn it up for everybody? Is everybody hearing better now? Or is that just...
I think it's just you.
I think it is.
Well, probably it works for the stream too, because it's a control room. Anyway, keep talking.
Okay,
You probably have your
bottom
own
line,
things. Anyway.
Okay, bottom line, at the school I go to, we have this thing called a freshman seminar that we all have to take, and one of the classes that we have to take was film and literature. And one of the films that we had to watch was Mary Max, along with films like Rain Man, starring Tom Cruise. This one Australian film called The Black Balloon, Snow Cake, a really shitty romantic comedy called Adam.
No, yeah.
That's all I did. And the only other one that I can remember off the top of my head was a film called...
Film called... Did you cut out? What's happening with your audio? You're dying.
Oh.
Alex, rip.
The glitch just typed.
I'm sorry, we can't hear you. Well,
sorry, did you hear all that?
We didn't hear the last film.
It sounded like you were
and
kind of
then
walking.
you cut out.
Sorry,
It sounded like you were walking away from your phone.
You're in an elevator?
Yeah, I was in an elevator.
Okay, that's not the smartest thing to do during
Yeah, sorry.
You have to anticipate that.
I'm actually moving dorms right now, so...
Okay. Were there other people in the elevator hearing you talk to this random chat?
No, there weren't.
I'd like to imagine they're all staring.
The last film that I can remember off the top of my head was a film called A Beautiful Young Mind with Asa Butterfield.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So, what country is this? Is this America?
America.
Hey, Adam, have you played Spider-Man yet?
Nope, but I ordered it, and I might play it this Sunday, I guess. I guess that's tomorrow, isn't it? Along with Hollow Knight.
I know I keep bugging you about it, but I know you said you actually got it, Raw Danger.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that alone, and Scoot's not going to be here this Sunday, so.
Yeah, again, keep an open mind for it. It's,
I'll get to it.
Yeah,
we got a lot of things we got to get to. Thank you.
I don't know if I should tell you about something because I easily missed it and screwed up the playthrough.
Don't. If you're talking about something I might get stuck on, wait for me to get stuck on it. I'm sure that like every game I've played, there's always somebody in the chat that's familiar with it. So
yeah, I'll watch it.
Don't bother now. Who knows? I might just get it right away. I might impress you.
Who knows? Yeah, actually, I can see you doing pretty well on it. It's a fun little game.
Yep. I'm excited to try it out.
It's definitely the best Spider-Man game to come out in a long time.
I don't doubt that at all.
I actually liked. Let's see.
Chris Stuckman said. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, no, you go. You go.
I was gonna say, Chris Stuckman said it's his favorite Spider-Man thing ever, like better than
dude.
the Sam Raimi movies.
This is my favorite
really?
Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
I haven't played it.
I played the entirety of the Amazing Spider-Man 2, the video game. It's really awful. It's like a really, really bad Batman Arkham ripoff, but they didn't really make... They made the mechanics Batman-like, but not the movement of the character. So everything was just really awkward, and the story was terrible. It was just really bad. But I kept playing because I really like Spider-Man. Terrible, terrible choice.
Yeah, Spider-Man's one of those things where it's like, even if it's bad, I'll probably still like it.
Yeah.
It's a really good game. It gets surprisingly dark.
I do want to try it, but my brother's the one who has the PS4, and I'm too
You should
poor.
do something about that.
I'll steal it from him. So, it's like,
funny that
give it to me.
Every time I play it, I just think in the back of my mind, man, this would be so much better on PC.
Yeah.
Is it coming out on PC eventually?
Probably not. It's an exclusive.
No,
I don't even think it's on Xbone.
Sony is never going to release that on PC.
Yeah, why would they?
Well, I mean, they did do the Disney collaboration, so who knows?
I do want the Spyro Reignited Edition to come to Switch, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh. Yo, chat, no spoilers.
Okay, I'll try to. There's spoilers in chat? I don't know.
No, teasing. But anyway, yeah, no, I want the Reignited Edition to come to Switch and PC. I'd totally buy them on both platforms. Blow my money.
It's funny. One of my favorite bands is going to be playing down in North Carolina at a fucking state fair, and it's like the most bizarre thing because they're like this like heavy metal group going to a state fair.
I want Tame Impala to come to Utah. I know I mentioned them before, but
I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to mention something. It's gone. It's gone forever.
Lost in the void of your mind.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Oh, man. Dude, what would you do if, like, how happy would you be if Andrew Nichols made a comeback? I mean, there's nothing you can really do, but...
I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible. It would be interesting for sure, but I don't think he will. He clearly doesn't put a lot of effort into his stories or presentation anymore.
I know. I haven't seen
You can't watch one of his older movies and pretend like it was an accident.
I know. It felt like it had effort put into it when I watched The Truman Show. And now that I look at, shit like The Host, it's like, how did a guy go from here to here?
Mm-hmm. You should watch his new movie on Netflix called Anon. It's really funny.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny that it's hilariously bad, but when you think about who it is, it's like, come on, man.
It makes it funnier. I don't know.
It's just kind of like whenever I think of how Shyamalan did Sixth Sense, and it was like, oh wow, this guy has some true potential, and then you see the other movies, and you're like,
I call Andrew Nichol M Light. It's basically what he is. Like his great movies aren't as great as Shyamalan's greatest, and his bad movies aren't as bad as Shyamalan's worst. But he still follows the same trend, and they're still all very entertaining.
Yeah,
he's able to make good movies and bad movies that I enjoy watching.
I think The Host was actually like the second thing I've watched that was your work.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I started on Cool Cat because I came around during the Cool Cat controversy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, what else does this guy do? Showed it to my sister. She loves your videos, so.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm a mod fanboy.
I wanted to ask you.
Not gonna get all fanboys.
I've noticed a lot of popular bands won't never credit the original artist for if they do a cover, and I was wondering how that shit works.
What do you mean?
Like with the Blondie cover of your song, they didn't credit you.
Well, they didn't credit me in the YouTube description, but all of the, like the actual song metadata and information is all credited.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I'm on the Wikipedia, I'm on the album, like, cover in the credits and all that. So it's not like they didn't credit me. It's just like you don't really have to in a YouTube description, I guess. Like, I don't really. And you know what's really cool about it? Like, a lot of people. What the fuck is that noise?
Elevator, I'm guessing.
Alex?
Yeah.
Alex, I'm going to mute you for a second. Just push to talk whenever you want to talk. A lot of the... there's a lot of comments on the YouTube video of the Fragments cover, and there's a lot of people that are, like, angry because they're like, oh, you didn't credit him! But it's like... it's really cool, though? Like Debbie Harry gives a little story about me pretty much every time she plays the song on stage.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, like, she did it when I saw her in Vancouver, and then other people messaged me saying, like, in other countries, like, oh yeah, she talked about it. This YouTuber, your movie sucks, before she played the song. I think that's really sweet. So I wouldn't give them shit for, like, not crediting me when it seems like they're kind of going out of their way to credit me in their live shows, and I don't imagine that the band members themselves run the YouTube channel. So
yeah, I was just wondering how that works because I've noticed a lot of other bands do something similar where they'll seemingly not credit people. And I was just wondering.
I don't know if not credit is. I mean, you don't have to credit every writer and producer in the YouTube upload, I guess.
True.
I mean, I'll probably do that when my songs are up on YouTube, but
what was it? I forgot.
Good.
Yeah. Oh man.
So I want to. Oh yeah, I figured out what I was going to ask. I think. So I saw the Sisters Brothers at Tiff, and I thought it was great. There'll be a quickie coming out for that in a few days, I guess. On IMDb, it lists Canada and US release dates as September 21st. I don't see any showings in my city, but I assumed because it doesn't have any sort of specific things, it doesn't even say limited release, so I have to assume it's a wide release. But this is now September 22nd. Is there anybody in this chat or anywhere in the YouTube chat or anywhere where they can actually see the Sisters Brothers right now, or is that just like a fake release date on IMDb? Like, what happened there? Because
I live in New Zealand. I wouldn't be getting any good movies.
You never know. I don't. Well, I guess it doesn't say New Zealand on the thing. Yeah. Like, can anybody see it right now? Does anybody have any showings? That's what I'm confused about.
No, I don't see any.
It says September 21st on there, so I'm just like, where the fuck is it playing in Canada and the US then?
Well, Utah has no showings, like even in like the entire thing.
Which movie?
Huh. The Sisters Brothers, the new film by Jacques Audiard, the director of Rust and Bone, A Prophet, and Deepan, and it's starring John C. Reilly and Joaquin Phoenix, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Riz Ahmed. And it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I was hoping that it would get some sort of a wide release. I just don't know. Apparently, I don't know. I don't know what's happening there, and that's what I was confused about. It says September 21st on IMDb for US and Canada, but apparently no one can see it, so I don't know why.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm not finding any showings.
Okay, apparently it's out in LA. Somebody says in the chat.
Oh, that's lame.
That is.
I hate when they do that whenever they're like, oh, this is the release date, but only for this region.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably only in one theater in LA. It's not like the whole city has it. It's probably one theater.
The Chinese TCL.
I think one thing that makes me laugh, but also frustrates me, is when someone's like, release date of this revealed, and then I go to it and it's like, it'll be released sometime in the winter. And it's like,
well, that's how you get clicks. is you put things in your article that you know people are
Yeah.
searching for. It's like release date, news, and more for like a video game or movie. And it's just like no one knows when the release date is.
I know, like I'm excited for Biomutant.
I don't know what that is.
It looks interesting.
Biomutant.
Is it a
one word. It's a game.
Oh.
Yeah.
What makes it look interesting?
I can't wait for this.
First of all, it's like kung fu.
It's
mixed
kind of
with
furry.
Gunplay. Maybe
It looks
that's
kind of furry. PS4, is it an exclusive?
Yeah, I remember.
No, it's PC, Xbox, and
Okay.
PS. So
Biomutant.
This looks interesting. I think I remember seeing this. It does look pretty cool.
The cover
yeah,
art
it's from
looks
THQ.
interesting. Oh, 25 minutes of gameplay
I'm
from Pat.
surprised because THQ like went under for a while there.
They did.
What do they do again?
They did
Did
a bunch of random shit. They did the Red Faction series. They
They
did a
did the
bunch
Dawn
of
of War games. I liked those.
No,
What?
they didn't do the God of War games.
Dawn of War.
SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, they've done a lot of different games.
This looks really weird. The character design reminds me of like Blinks the Time Sweeper kind of.
Yeah, that's partly why I fell in love
Really?
with it immediately. I
Oh
was like,
wow, this looks kind of funny.
yeah. Although I want it to have more of a serious tone. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna get that.
Don't know if I'm gonna get that, but whatever. It looks fun. That's all I'm here for. Well, that's what I'm gonna be playing.
Okay. All right.
Um,
I'll probably see what the reviews are like. Maybe I don't know.
Well, yeah, when it comes out.
Yeah.
One thing I want to be really good is Elite Dangerous, though. That's a space sim that I play. Yeah.
Elite and Dangerous.
Yeah. It's
I've heard the title before.
yeah, it's pretty fun if you like grinding and carrying
What
out
kind of
boring
grinding?
space- carrying out boring space jobs and bounty hunting.
It's just EVE Online with not having to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically No Man's Sky, but actually fun.
Actually, yes. I regret buying No Man's Sky again
Why'd you do that?
because I heard it actually got better.
Yeah, well, do you buy like the Suicide Squad extended edition or what?
That's
Hell yeah.
R-rated in my country.
No, I mean, a shitty movie is a shitty movie, but a game can be
But if you
updated.
add more footage, then it's a better movie.
Wait, well,
they fixed it. You
Adam,
need to get
they can't fix the
Snyder cut.
base. They can't fix the base footage, though. Is the thing. Like, they can't
Fix everything about
unless if they refilm it.
I always thought it would be funny to make a movie and then release an extended cut, but it's just the same movie slower.
Wait, is Suicide Squad R-rated in the States?
I guess.
It should just like
Is it?
it should just be like
I don't know.
It's R-rated here.
no, it's R-rated. I would like to imagine though, like the extended cut is just like on the disc. It's a picture of the director just going.
Meh. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
Does the DVD have a? I'm sorry.
Go for it. Ask away. Somebody.
Oh.
You were all trying to talk at once, and now nobody's talking.
Have you seen the new Joker images for the upcoming film?
The test footage, yeah, I saw it.
What do you think?
I think
make
it's
you
another
excited?
one of those instances where people don't understand that they're being manipulated by music. Because if the music wasn't in there, I don't think people would have the same reception to it. But I mean, I'm gonna have to judge it by his performance, and so far I didn't see any performance in there.
Yeah.
Like that was just literally just shots of Joaquin Phoenix and some music to manipulate people, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that Todd Phillips is writing and directing this movie, it's like the guy who did Hangover is going to do a Joker movie.
Yeah, what's happening there?
Yeah,
really?
I don't know
What is this about?
I don't know.
Why is this project a thing? Is the real question.
The thing is,
there's too many Jokers in too short a time
Yeah,
span.
like
the thing
what?
is, it's no one will be able to top Heath Ledger in his performance. Is the thing.
Never say never.
No one will be able to bottom Heath Ledger because he's dead.
Ouch.
Yeah, if out of everybody I could say, you know, would have a chance at doing something, you know, even close to what Heath Ledger did, Joaquin Phoenix would be up there.
Yeah.
Like if you cast like somebody else, I don't really want to. I don't know. I could pull a random actor's name out of a hat, but Joaquin Phoenix is a name where it's like, okay, I could imagine that he could probably do a great job, and I hope he does. And I hope that like
I hope Todd Phillips can direct the film.
Yeah,
and
I'm
have
hoping
a reasonable tone.
I'm hoping that they work with each other collaboratively and really flesh out the character. Because if they make a really good character movie, that would be pretty cool. But I don't know how much I trust that will happen because you know, like the money machine behind it kind of prevents good movies from being made. So
yeah,
I actually wanted to do a Joker novel exploring his backstory back when I was in high school.
Yeah,
and I was gonna sort of combine Heath Ledger's version, the first one that he tells to Gamble, and the comic version where he gets thrown in the vat of chemicals. But I think what's his name? Willem Dafoe could do a pretty good job as the Joker.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
But would he just do Ryuk and call that the Joker, though? I mean, like, I don't.
I'm not sure.
I like Willem Dafoe. I love his voice. I think he's a good actor. I haven't seen him. I really have not seen him like go too far outside of what he has been doing forever, though.
What about Life Aquatic?
Life Aquatic? I forget what he did in that movie, honestly.
Gotta
love really, really nice and innocent.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Joaquin Phoenix is a person that, like, legitimately transforms into his character. Like, he fucking TFs that shit.
I think he did for Life Aquatic.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have to watch Life Aquatic again. I would say from what I've seen, Joaquin Phoenix is a better actor than Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Wasn't Phantom Thread Daniel Day-Lewis's last role?
It might be. It might not be because everybody in the entertainment industry pretends to retire and then doesn't. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Wasn't like the last 10 Miyazaki movies his last movie?
That's
like
true.
who the fuck knows?
Isn't he making another one about like a fucking centipede or some shit?
The Human Centipede Part 4?
Don't you own those movies on Blu-ray?
My Neighbor the Human Centipede? Princess Centipede?
Let's hope he doesn't go that direction. Yeah, the next Studio Ghibli is the Ghibli, whatever it's called. It's next show is the animated version of the Human Centipede. So
that would be, you know what? If you actually made like, there's so many things you can do with animation, and I just feel like the genre isn't being utilized to its fullest. And Alex talks about this on the podcast too, to some extent. But I really just like, I wish that there was more funding for risk taking in animation because the possibilities are so limitless.
Well, I'm hoping now that like Unreal Engine and like things like that, lowering the affordability of making animated films, hopefully that'll encourage more independent films to be produced. That's what I'm leaning on because there is no risks being taken in that industry at all. So hopefully that the cost of entry is getting lowered.
Like Mary and Max.
Oh yeah.
Like that's a risk-taking movie, but nobody saw it. And then it's just like every time this happens, it just reinforces studios being like, no one will ever watch that. Let's not distribute it properly. And then it doesn't do well. They're like, yep, told you no one will ever watch it. But it's like, well, you didn't market it. So what do you expect?
Wes Anderson films too, like
Fox Searchlight, you pieces of shit.
So Hayao Miyazaki's next film is called How Do You Live? And it's supposedly going to be released in 2020.
How do you live? Yeah, Fox Searchlight is a bunch of assholes.
They sound like it.
Well, because they just keep they refuse to properly distribute Wes Anderson's movies, and he keeps working with them, probably because he's just like, why would I change when I'm comfortable? And it's like, he's, as a filmmaker, he's probably not trying to be like, oh yes, everybody in the world has to see this. But you know what? I really would have liked a 4K Blu-ray for Isle of Dogs. But apparently,
oh my God, if I got a 4K Blu-ray, oh my gosh.
Fox Searchlight doesn't think that anybody wants one. They didn't even release it on iTunes in 4K or anything.
Yeah,
I'm still
bunch of
hesitant to
assholes.
watch that.
Wait, Adam.
Yeah, they're such assholes.
Wait, I feel like we can all agree that not subtitling Isle of Dogs was a problem, right?
No,
I mean,
I
like
like
you know how they didn't subtitle the Chinese characters and
I don't think we can all agree on that. Even though I would prefer to understand everything they wanted to that they were saying, the Japanese. But
I'm with you.
There's
But
plenty of people that didn't feel that way. So I don't think
did they
we can
not
all
subtitle it?
not the Japanese parts.
But apparently on iTunes they did.
Oh,
what?
I only know that because I asked my friend what. I told my friend that's the only thing I didn't like about the movie. He was like,
Sometimes
no
I
idea what I
like
was
it
talking
when
about.
sometimes I like it when they don't subtitle other languages. Only if
well, I
it's
mean, it
not
should
the
be up to the
entire film.
director, really, if there's a purpose for it or a purpose against it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to play Metro in Russian, but the only times I really don't like subtitles, or the only times I really like subtitles in anything is when other characters are talking and they're kind of giving some backstory of said place. Like, I don't know.
I get the decision. I mean, like, dogs don't understand that shit.
Sometimes it can even like it'd be interesting to have some plot points in that other language, and if you don't know it, it's like, oh cool, I don't know what they're saying, but then
apparently there was nothing like super important, or there was no like gigantic revelation or anything in that dialogue. So
I just want to point out that I have no proof of iTunes subtitling it, but that's just what I've heard.
Okay, thank you for that information.
Would that be the difference between a 9 and a 10?
No.
Yeah, okay.
No, it wouldn't.
Do you prefer Isle of Dogs or Climax?
Climax. Yeah. Climax is like a nightmare.
I could have seen that back in July.
Well, why didn't you?
Wasn't allowed. Wasn't old enough to enter the theater.
Oh. How old are you?
Not 18.
Okay.
Leave
well,
it there.
I guess it's a pretty adult movie, I guess.
In fact, I couldn't even see First Reformed or...
Shit.
I'm looking at the poster right now.
I mean, I've seen it now, but...
See why.
Yeah. You know what? When I heard that, I didn't know anything about Climax except the title at one point. I assumed it was going to be another one of his dumb sex movies, like Love.
Was
it not?
Oh, it wasn't. About dancing and LSD and nightmares.
That it actually has a really interesting
I mean,
poster,
like, there's some sex in it, but it doesn't really have anything to do with sex.
Oh,
To be fair, that was the only real problem I had with Enter the Void.
What about it?
That the sex scene went on for like 15 minutes, and the...
I don't have an issue with that at all.
Dude, he was entering the void. Why are you going to stop him?
It's the reason why I don't have an issue with that is because, like, even the length of the film, like any other movie, I might have felt like, oh yeah, it's like too long. But there's artistic choices in Enter the Void where I kind of just have to give it the credit because it's about the entire thing is like perspective of like a soul almost. And so you kind of have to like if there is a 15-minute sex scene and that's what they're experiencing, then it's like it gives you context into, I guess, like the almost the character of the soul. So it's like there has.
Oh yeah, I don't have any problem with that
Gaspar
scene
Noé,
being
he
in.
put it in there because he likes sex, but that's. I mean, otherwise, it still has like a purpose to the movie,
Oh yeah, I definitely think it should be in there, but it's like blue is the warmest color for me. I just
that one
think
I had a bit of an issue with.
it just went on for way too long. Even though I thought it looked awesome, as in like the neon light, and I just thought it was really interesting. But
that was a lesbian love story made for straight men. like lesbian porn. Like lesbians don't watch lesbian porn. You know?
I actually before watching your Nymphomaniac review, I tried watching it on my own, and I couldn't get through the first like 30 minutes. I was just like, this is so dumb and pretentious. I just want to die.
I met a girl at Tiff that really loved Nymphomaniac, and it was really interesting hearing her talk about it. Because I don't think
It's not the best movie.
everybody has their own opinion, but I think she viewed movies as more of like a like she was looking less at like the craft and looking more at like character relatability, and the way she described why she enjoyed it was actually really interesting.
I just thought it was really odd, especially considering the one guy like spouting off some random fact about fish or something like that, like as though he was reciting it from a textbook. I was like, what?
I think like a lot of people defend that movie by saying that it's like Lars von Trier's "fuck you" to critics, and it's like that's fine, I guess, but I don't know. I'm worried that The House That Jack Built is also just going to be a "fuck you" movie, and if that's the case, then it's like, is he just going to keep making "fuck you" movies? Where he's like, haha, get mad, this is bad. Like, what are you doing with your life now?
And at what point does a "fuck you" movie like become just too much? Especially because Funny Games is a sort of
it has "fuck you" elements in Funny Games, but it's not an entire "fuck you" movie.
Oh yeah, definitely
it's
not.
Fucking great movie.
And it's like at one point are you gonna not say "fuck you" and actually say something like meaningful? And that's the thing. It's like, why even make the movie in the first place if it's going to be one huge "fuck you"? And why keep doing that?
I'm going to read a super chat from Tyler Cooper. How far are you into planning out your future film that you want to make? Do you have any ideas for a story or genre formulated yet? My answer is that I'm taking baby steps, and right now my priorities are, in terms of like artistic ambitions, is the album I'm working on that I've been working on for like 2 years now, which is coming together very well, and the music video that I'm making for the single on the album, and then other music videos to follow. And since music videos are essentially short films, then that will allow me to figure things out as I go along, rather than committing myself to a feature-length film and having no fucking idea what I'm doing and making a piece of shit. So
I would like to.
Baby steps.
I would like to see you and Ralph actually do some kind of a compilation.
Like a collaboration, you mean?
Collaboration, blech, not compilation.
Yeah, it sounds great, but at the same time, oftentimes when you get two people that have their own very clear ideas about what they want and are like kind of control freaks, like I'm a control freak, I'd imagine he's probably a control freak when it comes to his like artistic projects. It probably wouldn't work out that well. Like it would be probably difficult to compromise on a lot of things. Like, just from the podcast alone, I know that we have like different tastes in some ways, and I wouldn't want to, bat heads with somebody over something that I want to make. I would rather just have my own thing be made.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Gosh, it makes me think about like what I'd like to do with some of my stuff, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mainly just want to write dramas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I used to like want to write action movies, but I write my music I write my movies or stories influenced by music, and I mainly listen to psychedelic.
Yeah, I don't know what I would make yet. It really depends on my limitations. If let's say like, I would almost want to kind of do like how in like La La Land, she's like in the casting process, they're like, this is actually an atypical casting process, and we're going to base the characters around your audition. I would like to do something like that. And the movie Short Bus, they actually did that too, although Short Bus has very different goals than something that I would be making. But I would like to, because when you're working with such a small pool of talented actors in Canada, especially, I think it would be pretty important, if you're going to make something, not to like have characters first and then hope that you get an actor that can play them. I think it would actually be a smarter idea to find actors that are interested in working with you, that are committed, that that you can trust, that can do a good job, and then figure out what would be best for them to play, and then maybe just through the process of casting that can inspire you to create a certain character. Like in the movie Dogman, I kind of felt like that's how the main character worked. Is like Matteo Garrone decided like, oh yeah, this guy's got like a kind of quirky personality, and then wrote the script based around like what he's like. And I think there's a few movies that kind of do that. I think that would be a smart approach. But as for like genre, I don't really know what I would do yet, because I don't know. It really depends. I feel like comedy is almost half-assing it in some ways. You know, if I'm doing like a low budget film,
I could never do comedy.
Yeah, it really depends, because like comedy you can do well, but it almost requires like a budget to be able to make something really exceptional in a comedy, unless it's like the Holy Grail, I guess. But that's like a team of talented comedians, which I don't have, you know.
Right. I don't know. I think for me, it's like I have this one idea, and I really want to work on it eventually down the road. But it's like set in like the bubonic plague era, where instead of the plague slowly dying out, it's progressively getting worse. I like to do these alternate history sort of things, so. And just it'd be interesting. It's like following a simple farmer, watching as everyone is slowly disappearing around him. Maybe make it a psychological horror or something. I don't know.
Presentation matters more than anything.
Yeah,
I would say. Some people ask me to like give my thoughts on their scripts or their concepts, and I'm like, I can't really say anything about that, because it doesn't mean anything if you don't present it properly.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah.
I could probably do a found footage movie.
Found footage of the horrors of you making a video.
I'm pretty sure I could make like a decent found footage movie.
Oh yeah,
Also,
dude.
I'm kind of hesitant to watch Searching. I feel like
it's good.
I feel like
that
it's
back
like
in
a,
July.
If I say if you know the flaws of most films, I think you can tackle them, and avoid.
It's not always. I guess I don't know. Not always true.
I just like to think that there's a way you can attack it and not worry. Well, definitely worry.
Some people are like good critics, but they can't separate that from themselves when they make something. Like one of the biggest challenges when you're creating something artistically is being able to be self-critical, because like no matter how much skepticism or criticism you have over other people's works, it's a completely different story when you're viewing it through the lens of your own work, because you don't know how other people are going to think or react to it. And sometimes you make up like little stories in your head about how you think other people will think or react to it, or like, oh yeah, they'll forgive this, or they won't notice this. And a lot of people do that kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to think I'm self-critical, but I mean, there was a time where I did get bullied on like Face Punch, one of the forums, because I posted my art.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
It's if you know Gary's Mod, that's basically its forum. I don't know why the hell I posted my art there. Essentially, I got attacked around like by everyone at every angle, and at the time, I viewed it as ridiculous. But then eventually, I started coming to the conclusion where I was like, "Yeah, my drawings aren't all that great, but I could definitely improve."
Well, yeah, that's part of it, is like understanding what is valid criticism and what is people just being assholes, right?
In fact, I used to be very self-centered, but after that, it just kind of made me realize that I'm not important. At least, at least
in the
not
grand
to
scheme
random
of
people.
things, nobody is.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Aside from
not even Cool Cat.
Yeah,
except
for Cool Cat.
I really want to create a lot of stuff, but I'm always afraid of fucking up.
That's the thing. You
Fucking
have
up.
to fuck up to get good.
Yeah,
Fucking up is your biggest
That's
start.
progress. Fucking up is making progress.
Dude, I've been writing on a story for 8 years, and the first version was the worst thing I could have ever written. Second version was okay, but it still needed more character. Third version, I would say, is my best, because I showed it to friends, That's also your best resources, your friends and family, and even sometimes random people.
If you can trust them to tell you the truth, because friends and family are pretty likely to pretend to like something when they don't.
Yeah.
That's why I ask for an honest opinion, and I
Because
want them to be brutal.
I really want to do a breakdown of a specific scene in Hereditary and break down the layers of it, and how it uses these different elements to horrify you and basically overwhelm you.
Do it.
I'm gonna
Just
do
it.
Would you mind if I send it to you after I'm finished with it?
You could send it to me, but I can't guarantee that I'll have the time to watch it. Because right now I am so busy with my shit that I don't even watch the YouTube channels that I'm subscribed to right now.
Yeah. No, that's understandable.
I'm in like one of the busiest periods of my life right now. And I'm sorry if that sounds like a little dismissive, but I legitimately am. Trying to finish up this album and the music video and the podcast I'm editing and trying to get this list and YMS review out and all the Tiff quickies and shit. And I was just away and couldn't edit for 2 weeks. And, so I'm flustered right now.
Hell, I'm sure if you were less busy, I'm sure this whole thing would be longer than 3 hours or so.
Yeah. It says 2 to 3 hours on the page. So it's going to be closer to 2 hours because I need to get a lot of shit done.
Yeah. No, that's understandable. So, yeah. Oh, shoot.
The content comes first.
Yeah, shit. Should I
Perks
continue?
are secondary.
Hey, Adam.
Yes.
That's going to change the thing. Have you seen Gene Dealman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. All the way through.
It's playing in theaters next month, and is it going to be a really hard thing to sit through?
Yes. Yes, it is. But that's
Will
the
I
point.
regret seeing it in theaters?
Will you? I don't know. It might be worth it to see it in theaters just to get a first-hand account of what other people experience in the theater. I want to know if you watch it and see people walk out after the first hour.
I don't think I could stay for the first hour.
So is it a good movie?
It's technically a good movie.
It's just hard. Like, is the content
It's
hard?
like part of the point is that you're bored and you want to kill yourself. Like, that's kind of the point of the movie.
Did you end up seeing Mandy?
Yeah, I saw it at Cannes.
But what'd you think?
I've noticed how many people keep asking you to do a quickie. You did that like 4 months ago.
I did it. Well, yeah, that's the thing is like I tackled the movie before anyone was talking about it. So then like not a lot of people watched the review, and then now that people are talking about it, people are like, "Won't you review it?" Like, but I did.
Won't you review Cool Cat?
Sometimes I'll listen to like your quickies and stuff in the background, and I won't catch the name of the movie, or I'll.
I gave it a 6. If not, I gave it a 5, but I'm pretty sure I gave it a 6. I mean, it was fine, but it suffers the exact same problems that Beyond the Black Rainbow did, where like they don't understand how to make a story or they don't understand pacing, and this movie is better than Beyond the Black Rainbow, and I might watch it again maybe, but like you kind of have to suffer through parts of it, unfortunately.
I actually have to ask, where was I here the last time when we were talking about the Slender movie, or
I don't remember. I don't remember anything.
My friend wants to see it to go laugh at it. Would you say it's worth it?
It was worth it for me. I don't know if it would. I can't speak for everybody.
Oh.
A lot of people would consider it to be not worth it.
We enjoy
The really sad thing is apparently it's a lot of the kids in my year level saw it, and apparently it's the scariest film they've seen all year.
That is unsettling. I'd hate to see what's scary in the next entry.
Oh,
they also thought Truth or Dare was scary.
Have you guys seen Veronica?
What's that?
It's a Netflix movie, and it was touted as like the scariest movie on Netflix that only a handful of people could sit through.
It looks awful.
It wasn't.
Oh,
awful.
this is from Paco Plaza.
It was incredibly average.
One of the directors of Rec Quadrilogy. So like they split up after Rec 2 and made their own shit, and it was so much worse.
Yeah, Veronica was incredibly average.
I'd imagine. I would expect nothing more from a solo Paco Plaza film.
What my thing is it really points to how, horror movies never consider character anymore. It's just this character is just an okay person that bad shit happens to, and it's like that's it.
Yeah, it depends on the movie, I guess. It's just most movies suck and most horror movies suck.
Yeah.
People there was like I forget who it was. Like there was some I don't remember if it was somebody who made like a video or if it was a comment, but there's like a few people that get really offended when I say that most horror movies are bad, or that I say like that there usually isn't one good horror movie every year, and people are like, yes, there is, but it's like you can't take my statement on that and act as though I've said something objectively untrue when I'm talking about my own experience. You can't like I go out of my way to watch horror movies that people say are good because I want to watch a good one. It's just like I don't agree that the ones that you consider good are good is the issue. Sorry, my little rant there, but
no, it's fine. I agree with you. I can't find any good horror movies.
Well, did you see The Endless from this year?
The Endless. Let's look it up.
That was supposed to be really good, and I didn't think it was that good. I thought it was painfully average.
I kind of want to read positive reviews for
It's got an 80 Metascore. It's on my watch list. I don't know why, but okay.
I didn't think it was that great.
Yeah, I just think people have been conditioned to have a specific horror formula, and anything that deviates from that formula is considered bad. And it's the most bizarre thing.
Well, yeah, because horror movie is a genre in the same way that like zombie movie is a genre. It's like you have to hit the same beats, Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
you have to basically offer the same product every time.
It's funny because like you've mentioned how the exposition towards the end of Hereditary sort of ruined the ambiguity.
Yeah, don't spoil it,
funny.
but
I'm not spoiling it. It's funny because even after that, people still didn't know what was going on in the movie, and it's like,
which is weird.
How like it?
Everything was there.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's very weird.
They should have just not even done that. They should have just left people confused anyway, because the same people who were going to figure it out were going to figure it out. So
yeah, that's fair.
It didn't really help. The ending didn't really explain things any.
I need to look at the special features and see if he ever explains why he put the exposition at the end, because I really want to know why.
I wonder if there's a commentary or something.
Yeah.
Check out that Blu-ray soon.
Yeah, what was it? I'm trying to think of a movie I've been wanting to see aside from Twisted Pair. But
Venom.
Yeah, I totally want to see Venom and hang myself after.
Oh, what's that one movie? It's a period piece, and it's a horror movie, and it has the kid. It has the kid that has like a burnt face or whatever. I'm trying to remember it.
No.
I think it has Domhnall Gleeson in it. Let me look it up.
I don't know who that is.
While you think of that, Adam, what did you think of Swiss Army Man? Which I know you didn't love, but
it
was fine. It was pretty much exactly what the trailer implied it was. Like quirky, weird. Like it was fun for the most part. The ending was god awful. I hated it.
I agree.
The whole last 10 plus minutes of the film was just like hot garbage. I really hated the ending.
Yeah,
that dragged it down a lot.
Except for the Shane Carruth cameo.
Oh yeah, that was funny. Yeah. I don't even remember it, but I remember that sounds familiar. Yeah, it was a funny concept, I guess. It was just not that ending just was terrible. That was one of the worst endings they could have had for that movie.
Yeah, that's pretty much my only problem.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, other than that, I actually really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good, but nothing I would need to watch a second time. It was just, what you see is what you get. I'm not gonna watch it a second time and appreciate it more.
Yeah.
I think
The Little Stranger That's what the movie is. It's
The
called
Little Stranger.
Strange. Yeah.
Little Stranger.
That sounds like a sex toy.
Mm.
The little.
No consent needed.
Oh, supposedly it came out
Stranger.
today in Ireland.
Okay, yeah. I searched this up earlier. I don't know why.
The trailer made it look really interesting.
Lenny Abramson. Known for. Okay, this is why people watched it. He directed Frank and Room.
Oh. I mean, Room
Okay.
is really good.
I like both of those actually.
Yeah, Room was.
Frank was all right. Room was. I really didn't care for it much.
That's interesting.
It was like the most
Like-
sugar-coated movie you could make, given the subject matter, and I found that kind of irritating.
Well, it was supposed to be through the kid's
The
perspective.
child's eyes.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I just didn't think I didn't think the acting was great. I didn't believe either of their characters. You know, I didn't. There was a kind of a weird issue I had with like a plot device near the end of the movie that kind of bugged me, but I don't even remember what it was. I remember talking about it in line after the movie when I saw it at VIF, just being annoyed by it. Something to do with the toilet. I don't remember, but anyway.
Actually, I did recently see a series called The First. I thought it was
The
alright.
First.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but it has Sean Penn in it. Really good.
Is it?
I'd say it's good in my eyes. Although I saw something coming, I won't say what it is, but
A Hulu original.
Yep.
Man, Xavier
That's-
Dolan's gonna be in the It Chapter 2 movie. Isn't that crazy?
Oh yeah, he's playing wasn't it Finn Wolfhard's character?
Oh.
That's Bill Hader.
That's funny because they're both Canadian.
Did they have a? I don't know. Did they do the whole adult segment in it? I've never seen it yet.
They did not have children fucking, if that's what you mean.
That was really sad.
Well, I don't want anything to happen like that, but I don't
No, they
know.
did not include that in the film.
Well, what do you think of the death of John F. Donovan?
It was
No,
a
I meant-
mess. It was.
I
a
meant like when they're
gigantic
all grown
mess.
up.
Did you see
Oh, no,
the end? What was his last movie?
Wasn't his last one Mommy? Oh wait, no, it's only the end of the world.
Yeah, I saw that, and that was also a mess.
You know what? I enjoyed what I saw, but I was like, it was at the end of a night where I put it on after like I think there was some party or something, and I never usually get this drunk at all, but I was so drunk that I was literally, I had double vision. The subtitles were like two different subtitles, and I remember being so impressed with myself that I was still correctly reading the subtitles despite it being double vision. But after watching double vision subtitles in the film and still reading it, I wasn't really processing it in the same way that I should have if I was watching it normally. So I dipped out and went to bed. And I would like to watch it again. Because what I saw of it, I really enjoyed. But
I was not a big fan of it. I thought it was a total mess, but
yeah. Well, if you thought that was a mess, you're definitely going to think John F. Donovan's a mess.
Yeah.
I don't think
I
anybody
do love
thinks that it's not a mess.
Home at the Farm and Mummy are some freaking awesome movies. So
yeah, I should watch his earlier stuff also.
actually, can I make another recommendation for you?
Yes.
Have you seen The Last Laugh?
I don't think so. Let's see what this is.
It's not a masterpiece, but it's a really interesting documentary. It's only 89 minutes. It seems like the sort of thing I'd find at like the very bottom of one of your year lists.
I don't watch much documentaries, but
is it
when I do, they're really interesting.
What year is it?
2016.
I watched Dear Zachary recently, and it made me fucking weep.
Good.
Oh yeah, did Zachary fuck you up more than Climax?
In a different way. I mean, Dear Zachary was like really sad.
Yeah, it's weird 'cause I've seen people critique the movie for painting the girl in a bad light, and I'm like, this bitch was clearly.
Don't spoil it.
No, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just saying, clearly a terrible person. Like, she did things, and she knew the consequences and the weight of her actions. There's no way in hell that this movie is somehow painting her in a bad light.
Climax was a movie where it put me in like a really bad mindset for a while after, and it's still like, I don't know. I'm gonna watch it again, but it's like I don't expect that everybody to have the same response as me, because like I've had some bad drug experiences in my life, and maybe that's what does it for me. But either way, I mean, like the 9 out of 10 doesn't just come from my personal experience watching it, or after the movie. It comes from like the acting and cinematography and everything involved. So still an amazing movie, and I think for most people it'll be like a disturbing kind of nightmare. I don't know if it's gonna fuck people up as bad as it did me, but
What's it about?
it's about a dance group, and somebody spikes the punch with LSD. And
is that literally all it's about?
That's as much as I want to say about it, I guess. But like, I don't know what I could say about it more without like spoiling it, I guess. Like, it's not really about on a basic level. That's pretty much the whole plot, but it's not really about necessarily like the getting from point A to point B kind of plot structure. It's about the experience, and it's about the presentation. It's about the tone. It's about like how everything's shown, right? It's very atmospheric in a very uncomfortable way.
Where can I watch it?
When it comes out in theaters, I just watched it at Tiff. So let's see when
Still
the
salty, I
wide
couldn't
release
see it.
is. Climax.
Is it your favorite film of his?
I don't know, because I haven't seen this one twice, and I haven't seen Irreversible twice. I don't think Irreversible. I think Enter the Void's probably better than Irreversible anyway. So I would have to see this one twice. As it is right now, I would probably say yeah. Because like favorite doesn't necessarily mean best anyway, but yeah, I would say it's my favorite. I want to see when this is released though. Yeah, it's out in France. I missed it at Cannes, but I saw it at TIFF. And then what kind of release dates do we have? Oh, Fantastic Fest. If anybody's in Austin on tomorrow, 2 days from now, they can see it there. Beyond Fest. I don't know where that is in the U.S. Oh, is it playing again at Vancouver Film Fest? What the fuck? I'll watch that again.
Happy days.
Looking on sometimes they like add movies at the last second, so I'll leave a tab open for that, and maybe shit, how come I didn't see that before? I was creating my schedule. Jesus. Yeah, I would totally watch that again.
It's kind of interesting. I think I've seen more plays than movies in this year, because this lady friend of mine, she's obsessed with them. So I just found a kind of a liking for them because of her. So spent $80 to get her tickets for this really nice place. So yeah,
I'm just gonna look at my showings here for a second. Sorry.
No worries. Gosh, Adam, shutting us out.
Doing my job.
Yeah, I know.
Without there would be no Hangout.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we're just giving you pay. We're just subscribed to you because.
Yeah, for my personality.
Yeah. We'll not
So
lie.
cool. Oh my god.
We'll not lie. That's the biggest part of your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I guess maybe.
Yeah. It's I don't know.
Oh shit! Awesome. Okay, cool. Definitely gonna buy these.
Are you gonna see Apostle? Oh,
Sorry?
the Netflix. Are you gonna see Apostle, the Netflix original movie? It's the same director as The Raid.
Oh, okay. Well, then probably. Let's see.
I know nothing about it, but I just know it's the same
Apostle.
director as The Raid and VHS 2.
The Raid. Oh. What is it about?
Interesting. Is it already on
idea.
Netflix or what?
No, it's coming out in October.
Oh.
There were a lot of there were a shit ton of Netflix movies at TIFF.
Yeah, why the hell? I was wondering why would you see those when you could just see them for free when
Well,
you get.
So I can get a review out before anybody else.
But yeah, I understand, but I meant like, is like 22nd of July more important than saying like mid-90s or something like that?
Well, I don't think 22nd July conflicted with mid-90s.
No, but I you know what I mean.
No, I would consider mid-90s more important, but I mean, there was a spot open for 22nd July, and so I watched it.
Right, yeah. Was that any good?
It was all right. It was kind of annoying because they intentionally omitted like what is pretty objectively the most interesting part about the whole event. Like they did not mention once in the entire film that there's a 22 year maximum sentence or something. Like how many 20-year maximum sentence in Norway? Or was it Norway that happened? Was it Sweden?
Wait,
one of the Scandinavian countries where the guy went to he bombed the government building, and then he went to the island where they were having some sort of youth camp, and then he killed like 77 children, and then Andres Brevjik or whatever his name is. That's what the movie's about. Is about that like tragedy, and like the only thing that makes half of the movie was like his court appearances and shit, but like they completely omitted the maximum sentence. It was in Norway. Yeah, it was Norway.
Jeez.
I mean, has Paul Greengrass made any good movies of recently?
They not just omitted it, but they like pretended otherwise. There's lines in the movie where it's like he'll spend the rest of his life behind bars. It's like, but no, he won't. And then at the end of the movie, when it gives like the little title where it's just like he's still in prison, it literally just doesn't even say that there's the about the maximum sentence, because that's what makes it interesting. Like, why didn't that's an entire element of the film that he just completely omitted for no reason, and I don't know why, and it pisses me off.
I hate when they do that.
How can you make that movie and not include that? That's ridiculous.
Artistic liberties.
But anyway, the movie was all right regardless. It was just fine.
I'll see it when I hit Netflix.
What a smug-looking prick.
I would have loved to have seen a High Life quickie.
Yeah, unfortunately, I skipped that one. But I'll catch it at some point.
How was Sunset?
It was decent but disappointing. It wasn't great. It forgot to have a plot.
This is serious.
It was pretty incomprehensible and stupid. It was well shot. I like the cinematography, but like, here's what you should do. Go onto IMDb. Somebody wrote a review of the film, Sunset, and even this person who like loved the movie and gave it like a 10 out of 10. Let's see if I can find the review that I read. Yeah. There is little dialogue throughout the film, and I'd say that 1/3 of it is various characters telling the lead that she should leave. And the plot is very confusing. Because of that, much of the backstory is intentionally omitted or just mentioned so that some of the motives of the conflict between various characters remain concealed. That's it. That was like what made the movie like pretty unwatchable. Apparently this person loved it regardless, but like you can see that everybody is pretty much echoing the same issues with the movie. It's like it's nonsensical, and it has one of the most like throughout the movie you'll be constantly asking yourself like, wait, I thought she already so she finished this plot device. Why is she sticking around? Why is she here? Oh, she's doing this now? And just like there's no sense of like flow and purpose to what's happening in the film, unfortunately. It's just like you kind of just zone out and you're like, and then after the movie, I was hoping, like, I don't know, I was hoping for like one of the 4 people I watched it with to fill me in, and just being like, was I stupid? Like, did I just not get it? And nobody fucking, like, everybody was just like, what the hell happened? Like, that was ridiculous. Like, nobody can really explain the movie. So, and it's not even like a David Lynch like thing where it's like a bunch of weird random shit. It's like they just didn't properly develop the plot. Unfortunately.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Wow,
You
I'm
didn't see
actually
Hotel
coming
Mumbai,
through.
did you?
Sorry? No, I didn't. I missed that one as well. There were a lot of things on my schedule that I missed because you commit when you buy the ticket packages, you commit to a set amount on your of tickets before you even know what the schedule is. And so there were a lot of movies where it's like, okay, I'll fill in a slot here just because I have extra tickets or whatever. And then a bunch of them that were less important movies, you know, I made sure to prioritize which movies were the most important. But there are a bunch of them where it's like, okay, I have to cancel them so I can make room for this interview that I want to do with this person and blah, 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 blah. So I didn't wind up seeing everything that I had tickets for.
Without, like, saying too much, because I want to hear your quickie more, but, like, what did you think of Roma?
It was fab. It was pretty great. Had a good personality.
I
it was
think
funny.
I was playing at New Zealand International Film Festival, and I didn't
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't heard about the film early on in the year, but I could have seen it in July.
Yeah.
So I regret not doing that.
Yeah, it was really good.
So it wouldn't be that loud.
No problem.
What about if Beale Street could talk?
I really enjoyed it. It was nowhere near as good as Moonlight, and some of the characters were a little cartoonish and distracting just by how unrealistic they were. But otherwise, really beautiful looking, really colorful movie, and great soundtrack. Perhaps just a bit too long for what they were trying to do, but still really good.
Are you going to see the Image book this year?
Yeah, I'll probably see it at VIF.
Hmm.
I missed it at TIFF, but it's at VIF, so.
That was the one that I missed out on. Oh. Could have seen Foxtrot.
Yeah? I don't remember. Yeah, that's on my watch list. I don't remember what it is, though.
It's on iTunes now, so I might check that out.
I'm a Croy boy.
I know nothing about this film, but I've seen a little bit of like trailer footage, and I think it looks awesome. But have you heard of Virus Tropical?
No.
It's a German animated film. I know nothing about the plot, but the animation's so awesome that
animated film?
I think it's German. Oh jeez, I could have got that wrong too.
Virus Tropical?
Yeah.
Okay, this is something I've clicked on before. Let's see what this is. Okay, I probably clicked on this because it was one of the films in the festival that I was looking at, but I did not watch it.
Can't say if it's good or not. I just thought it looked interesting.
18A animated movie. That makes it interesting enough already, I guess, but who knows if it's decent or not. Berlin Film Festival. Let's see.
I have to wonder when Twisted Pair is actually coming out.
Oh yeah, it is. There's theater dates already. Just I'm like constantly refreshing the page for the theater that I want to see it in. So
too bad they don't let you go into the theater drunk.
maybe they do. You don't know.
Not in Utah.
Oh.
Everything's all Mormon-y here, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The only place you can get really good at liquor is liquor store somewhere. So.
Yeah, there were a lot of really good shots in Roma, but I still think Climax is the better movie.
Did anyone else see The Miseducation of Cameron Post?
I have no idea what that is.
I think it's on your watch list, isn't it?
It's basically a girl gets sent to a gay gay.
It is on my watch list.
Hold on. What was it called again?
Conversion.
Conversion. Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah. I think there's another movie about gay conversion also. That's like a festival movie right now.
Oh yeah, I think I saw
with the guy with
trailer
Josh
for that
Edgerton or whatever. He directed it.
Yeah. It looks
What's it called?
What is his fucking name? Is it Joe Edgerton? What something?
Joel. J-O-E-L.
Edgerton. Yeah. So the guy directed this
The
movie,
Gift.
Boy Erased, starring
Yeah.
Lucas Hedges, who is in a lot of festival movies this year, and I really don't want to watch them and think that he did a bad job. So I'm really hoping that Lucas Hedges is a much better actor than last year and the year before.
Yeah, I hope it's a good movie. It looks pretty good.
I'm excited to see the movie starring Lucas Hedges, directed by his dad.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's called Ben is Back.
Oh, that might be on my watch list.
I'm gonna have to see it. There's like 5 movies that I'm seeing this year that have Lucas Hedges in it.
Yeah, I know. It's
Oh.
in everything.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
All right, thank you for hanging out.
You're welcome.
Peace.
Yeah, see you next one.
Gonna be fun.
Ben Burns.
Because when I saw Free Billboards in theaters, the moment that Lucas Hedges started talking, because I didn't know who he was back then, I was like, oh god, this is the one you were talking about. What's it?
Yeah, I don't want to feel like I'm bullying this kid, you know?
He's in mid-90s, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in everything. He has the best agent.
He was good in Moonrise Kingdom. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he was a kid. He was a kid, and also when Wes Anderson makes a movie, like I was saying earlier, it's like you create characters that your actors can pull off. Unfortunately, Lucas Hedges is in a lot of movies where he's expected to pull off more than he actually can, is the issue. Whereas in Moonrise Kingdom, he's not required to do anything that he wouldn't be able to do, you know. And then like right after that, I don't know if you've seen that Terry Gilliam film.
Yeah, I was just about to say
Zero
Zero
Theorem.
Theorem.
Like he was awful in that movie.
I haven't seen
And
it.
I get it, he's a kid, but like he was legitimately awful. And it just really goes to show it's like how you use your actors, right? What you
Apparently
get
he's in
them
Grand
to.
Budapest.
Yeah, he has a very, very small role in Grand Budapest, and he's fine in that too because he's not required to do anything.
I haven't seen Manchester by the Sea, but I did like him in Lady Bird.
He was fine in Lady Bird up until a point where he had to
cry.
Yeah, and at
You have
that
to
point I was
cry.
like, Lucas, I really want you to succeed, but I can't lie about this, you know.
Three Billboards. I don't remember if he was good in that.
When he slammed the door, and Three Billboards, I think I was the only one in the theater laughing.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
There's some funny moments.
Is he good in Manchester?
He got an Oscar nomination for it, but I
Yeah.
didn't think that he was very good in it. He was kind of annoying.
I should probably see Manchester. I think it's
a good movie, but the movie also ruins its most important parts. With like soundtrack where it shouldn't be, and you know, I thought it was a really good movie, but it could have been so much more.
Wait, did you see Tully this year?
No, I could have maybe, but I don't have any faith in that director at this point.
Jason Reitman.
Yeah.
He's one of my. I thought it was really good. I think it's definitely one of his better films.
Oh, is it?
I gave it a 7.
Better than
probably closer to a 6, but
the other one with the girl.
Juno.
Young adult.
No. Young adult. I liked Young Adult.
Oh yeah, so did I. I thought that was good. No, it wasn't better than Young Adult.
Okay, well that's concerning to me.
I saw the film earlier in the year and I gave it like a 7.5, but just from memory, it's probably somewhere between a 6 and a 7.
Yeah,
but it's not awful.
We'll
It's,
see.
I still think Thank You for Smoking is his best film.
Yeah, I need to watch that again. I haven't seen it in a long time.
I think it's a masterpiece, actually. Probably isn't as good as I remember, but
yeah.
Flash Mall Is that you making noise?
Hi. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm in the car.
Oh.
I couldn't make it to the start of the hangout. I went to see Hamilton.
No problem. Hamilton, huh?
Just like
Yeah, the play.
Yeah.
doing a
We're gonna be doing this for like probably little over 10 more minutes.
Okay.
Sorry, we're kind of ending it soon.
Yeah, I need to help my dad do something, so that's fine.
Mhm.
I need to take care of some shit as well. So
I have
Adam,
to
what'd
take care of a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's up?
What do you think of Men, Women, and Children?
It was bad. It was terrible. It was awful. It was embarrassing.
What?
Sandler.
It tackled social issues so well.
Yeah, that was a mess.
Men, women, and children.
Yeah.
I remember reading the book that it was based off like a while ago, back when I was like
I didn't know there was a book.
sophomore in high school. There was a book. It was during a phase where I was like, I have to read the book before I watch the film.
Yeah.
Were you ever tempted to review The Bye Bye Man?
I guess maybe at some point, but I kind of watched it after it had, already been out for a while.
I just love all the parodies of it. Like, I don't know.
I loved Ralph's video.
Oh yeah, he did a good cover on it.
Rip Ralph the movie maker.
I just want to know if the Bye Bye Man works if you're not speaking English.
Yeah, he's like, oh shoot, did he say the Bye Bye Man? Whatever.
Yeah. Au revoir, monsieur.
What would happen if you signed the Bye Bye Man in sign language?
I don't know. Would he show up? I have no idea. Don't think it, don't say it.
Yeah.
Bad movie. I think that Truth or Dare was funnier than that, though.
Yeah. I would say
Doug Jones in it.
Obviously,
Doug-
Bye Bye Man has an infamously hilarious title to it.
Doug Jones was in Bye Bye Man, playing the titular Bye Bye Man.
Okay, that makes sense.
The more times you say Bye Bye Man, it just becomes so. I don't know. It
I
makes
know.
you laugh every time.
It's the worst name. It's like
the pee pee poo poo man.
It's like let's rename Jason Voorhees Twinkle Bottom. I don't know.
You know what's really cool? We're getting a Happy Death Day 2 in 2019.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you, Jason Blum. Keep pumping out the hits.
Happy Death Day 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Happy Death Day to You is apparently what it's going to be called.
Really?
Somebody posted an article on the subreddit saying that. It's not what it says on IMDb, so I don't really know. They change titles before the release all the time, so who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to see Dogville? The
I would
Lars von
love
Trier?
to. I haven't seen it yet, but I would love to.
I saw it.
What'd you think?
I'm not going to lie, I was pretty bored after the 2-hour mark.
Oh, how long is it?
3 hours and like 10 minutes or something.
Jeez. Well, I'll still watch it. I want to see it.
Well, it's just a stage play. That's all it is. And it's got
That's fine.
interesting ideas, but
I do want to see it though.
I don't know. It's worth a watch, but I can't recommend it.
Has anybody seen Trash Humpers?
Is that the Harmony Korine film?
That's a great title.
It's pretty good.
Good in quotes.
Sounds like a masterpiece.
Well,
it's not. I'm making my list corrections videos, where I go through the years where I didn't have guilty pleasures and then add guilty pleasures to them, and also other movies that.
Are you talking about this?
Yeah, so I'm making that video, and Trash Humpers is going to be on it because it was weird enough, and it's funny enough to me, and just so bizarre that I was just like, yeah, this is a guilty pleasure for me. So check out Trash Humpers.
Is Takeshi Miike's 13 Assassins on your rewatch list to do that or no?
Miike?
Sorry, yeah. No.
Let's see. Should I watch this or not? 13 Assassins.
Because you have all of his films from 2011 to 15 rated.
I guess I didn't watch it. Yeah, I'll put that on my list. Yeah, apparently that's a good one, I guess.
I've heard so.
He makes like 2 movies a year.
Who's
Sometimes more. Takashi Miike? He directed his 100th film last year.
Kudos to the boyo who's using his turn signal.
And he made like 30, 40 direct-to-video ones too.
He's
Insane
insane.
output.
How does he direct so much?
He's a god.
Wait a minute.
A lot of great ones too.
Did he have a cameo in Hostel? The hell? Apparently he had a cameo in Hostel. That's funny. What's that? Yeah.
Someone's been yawning. Sorry.
No problem. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for boring you.
No, I'm just tired.
Let's see.
No problem.
I was thinking of some games you should probably try out play on your live streams. I just can't think of which ones though.
Yeah, I got a huge backlog. I don't know. I would just not even recommend giving me games.
I guess I should just leave it at raw danger since I already.
Yeah, you got to be patient because, like, as it is right now, it's like we're trying to finish up the ones that we're working on already too, and it's like
if
only
I may
playing
ask,
games once a week, you know, kind of limited.
If I may ask, how many things do you have on the backlog for live streams?
A bunch? I don't know. An unlimited amount, I guess.
Oh, I see.
But right now, I want to finish up Abe's Exodus with Scoot, and I won't be doing that this Sunday. I'll be doing that next Sunday because we'll be back. And then the Sunday after that, we want to continue with the 25th Ward Silver Case 2 because LW will be free that Sunday. We're gonna have to remember all the accents that we were doing.
I did actually just watch the Jurassic Park Trespasser. I remember I was so fascinated with ragdoll physics, and I remember looking in depth of that, and that's like the first game to actually exhibit ragdoll physics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
Weird.
interesting. But it still doesn't make it a good game.
Ragdoll physics are funny.
Oh, I kind of want to play it for myself to see how bad it is, if I can like get it for free.
It's so difficult to like get it running properly.
Did you actually have to buy it?
I did buy it.
Oh man.
But it was still like really difficult to get it running on my thing.
How old is it?
It's like 1999, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, old PC games can be hell. Just try running Armed and Delirious.
I don't know what that is.
It's interesting.
I remember a game I had a hard time trying to run was Prince of Persia on my PC.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, because fog had to be turned off because I couldn't see like 2 inches away from me. And oh man, I don't know. I have to play that game eventually, but I don't know.
When I got it for free on the Uplay thing, whenever the platforms would disappear or fall, the character would just go flying like over this, like I couldn't control him, just died to full damage. So I had to reload like 30 times before I could get past the bridge bit.
I barely heard anything you said. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You're very quiet.
The platforms would disappear.
Oh, there you are.
And yeah, having to hold it close here. But platforms would disappear, and the character would fly across the screen, and I'd die to full damage like 30 times before I had to reload it. It was just a pain in the arse. That's just, it's weird PC ports do that.
Actually, a game I actually kind of want to play is called Scavenger SV4. Has old like 2000 or 2000 early 2000 graphics. But it's all like procedurally generated, I think.
We're gonna end this hangout pretty soon. Is there Any final comments or questions, or perhaps people that didn't get to ask something that they wanted to, or would like to?
Would you be willing
Ever thought
to...
about?
One at a time.
I apologize.
No problem. Go for it. One of you.
You ever thought about YMS 13 Reasons Why?
Maybe. Ralph kind of already did it, though. I don't know how much.
Did he?
Didn't he?
Alex did.
Did Alex do it? Oh, I don't remember. I didn't watch it. Yeah, Alex did it. Okay. Yeah, it's not very good.
I tried watching 13 Reasons Why. To me, it's...
Yeah, I watched through season 2, mocking it with my friends. So
My sister and my cousin love it.
it's really bad.
Suicide is badass.
Any other questions?
Would you be willing to do an IMDb list where you rank the Sedonicast movies?
My own ratings?
Yeah.
I guess, maybe. I guess somebody could just do that. Why don't you ask the unofficial YMS Letterboxd account to do it there? And then
I
I
don't
won't
know
have
what
to
your
do it.
favorite movie though.
What do you mean? From the pod? I mean, I rated all of them. I gave them all numbers. So
Yeah, no, but if we gave the same movies, the same like Dancer in the Dark and Mary and Max, which one do you prefer? To the same rating.
I'd probably prefer Dancer in the Dark if I had to pick.
Yes.
But otherwise, I mean, it's like a vague general kind of rating, I guess, or ranking. Tyler Cooper is asking what my favorite Bright Eyes album is and why. I don't know. One of the early ones. Probably either I'm Wide Awake It's Morning or probably Lifted, because there's a lot of variety to it and it has a lot of the classics on it.
What's the worst that you saw, Tiff?
Wildlife by Paul Dano. It was awful. And I saw The Predator at TIFF. So
Why did you see Why did you see Predator, not Halloween? Like, I mean,
Halloween conflicted with other shows that were more important. I could see The Predator because it, like, the showing didn't conflict with other things I wanted to see, but Halloween was not the case. I would have to sacrifice something that was actually important.
Right.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would have seen it.
How is the new Carlos Bermud film?
Oh shit! I'm trying to remember who that is.
The guy made Magical Girl.
The what?
The guy made Magical Girl.
Oh yeah, it was good. I want to watch it again. I give it a 7 for now. I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's as good as Magical Girl. I had the worst theater experience, one of the worst, from there was a lady behind me who apparently didn't think that I was allowed to lean back in my chair at all, despite there being like an obvious, like they have the thing behind the chair. You can only lean back so far. Anyway, like the rule of thumb is like you're allowed to lean back as much as the chair lets you. She didn't think I should be able to do that, so she sat up in her chair with her feet like this on my back for the first half hour of the movie, and I was just trying to piece together like what the hell is happening? Like, is there something behind? Is somebody's bag behind me? Like, all of a sudden, I realized that I was having like a fucking war with this crazy lady who just didn't think I should be able to lean back for some reason. And for her to do that, like, she was leaning back in her own chair, and I was like, after half an hour, I got up and just like went to another chair in the theater. Like, what the fuck is this?
I think
what
an interesting
terrible person.
I think an interesting series would be like all your horror stories of like being around other.
Maybe, I guess. Yeah, that was awful. And I looked back at her like twice, very obviously, and she pulled the whole like I can't see you sort of like thing. Like she wasn't even looking at this when I was turned back, she wasn't even looking at the screen anymore. She was like not acknowledging me in any way. I'm like, what the that was what a terrible, awful person.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, and then I was just angry the whole movie, so it was a little difficult to concentrate. But it was a really good movie. Just like that was distracting. It was bad.
Yeah, I like I said, my experience of watching the movie is very determinant as well. If like the audience is as annoying as like I don't know.
Yeah.
If it's
I
as
wish I saw
annoying
Hereditary
house.
with no audience. No. Any other final?
My
comments
dad
or
was
questions?
laughing during Hereditary and pissing me off.
Oh no,
That would
that's
anger me.
upsetting. Any
And when it
other?
was over, he's like, "Wow, that was terrible."
I'm gonna end
terrible,
the hangout right away.
Alright.
Any
Are you
other?
gonna make another Blu-ray collection video? Which I know.
I would like to. Right now, what I'm thinking is like somewhere after 1 million subs, I'll do like a live stream version of it. That's what I'm thinking, and hopefully it just hopefully it works out and I can just do that.
Hangout live stream.
Probably just a live. Well, I mean, hangout live stream, but I'm not going to invite other people to it. So I can talk about the movies, the Blu-ray thing. But
That'd actually make an interesting Google Hangout, though.
Yeah. Any other?
Sorry, yeah. One last thing.
Yes.
How was Cold War and the Spanish film The Iranian Director?
I couldn't understand anything you just said. Try that again.
Cold War, how was that? And the Spanish film from the Iranian director.
Oh, Cold War was really good. Not as good as Ida. Really well shot. It was it took a while to understand what it was going for, but once you get what it's doing, kind of, then you're like familiar with it. Then it's like, okay, this is how they're presenting it. Okay, I get it, and then it's a lot easier to enjoy after that part. But getting into it, it's kind of just like, oh, I wish that it was more. I wish it was clearer what the movie was doing at the beginning, and then Everybody Knows.
Okay.
Also really good, but kind of a shitty ending, which kind of weighed it down a bunch. They really did not. Unfortunately, it ends at a place that like it just shouldn't. It should have kept going maybe another 10 minutes just to see what happened. Like it set things up that it didn't even need to. And if it was gonna set them up, it's like, okay, everybody wants you to deliver on this, and if it's not gonna deliver on it, why even set it up, sort of thing. Like that was just a bad ending, but otherwise really good. Yeah, not as good as Asghar Farhadi's other movies, but still really good.
Cool.
I'll be making quickies on these anyway, so. All right, everybody.
Can I ask one more quick thing that's just general?
Sure.
Can someone explain to me why Melancholia isn't as well received as other Lars von Trier movies?
Because it's not as good.
Why? I think it's better than Pottersville.
Probably would have to extend the hangout in order to explain, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of what made it like visually interesting had already been done in Antichrist, and was kind of just like, oh, you're doing this again, and then
good point.
It felt like a lesser version that wasn't as intriguing or disturbing or anything. Like, I don't know. It was difficult. It was more difficult for me to relate to the characters in Melancholia. It was kind of just like droning in a way. Like it didn't really have as much of a point or a purpose. It was still good and well shot, but like, I don't know. Kiefer Sutherland's not great. Also, it just kind of feels empty in comparison to something like Antichrist or.
It has much higher ratings than Antichrist, which is really weird because it's not as good at all.
Yeah.
So is Nymphomaniac his worst movie, or?
I don't know. I haven't seen every one of his movies. It's my least favorite out of the ones I've seen.
Yeah.
But that's about as much as I could say. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to end this so I can get some work done because I'm a very, very busy boy right now.
Have fun.
I will.
See you later, Adam.
Thank you so much for your support. I will be posting the date for the next Hangout. It'll probably be like the 3rd Saturday of October. If you don't see it on the Patreon page by like the first week of October, or like by the end of the first week of October, send me a message. I could have sworn I posted the one for this one, and I didn't until like a few days ago because somebody reminded me. But yeah, I thought I updated it, but I didn't. So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out. Love you guys. Thank you for your support.
I'll see you later.
Bye bye.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.